Most of you already know us as content creators on YouTube.
But we're also content consumers, which means we watch YouTube just like you. And today we're going to share with you some of our favorite YouTube channels in this episode of
Travels with Delaney.
Welcome back, everyone. My name's Patrick.
I'm Patty. This is Truman.
And this is Bess. And we are so excited to be collaborating with some of our friends in their collaboration. You may remember we were doing these monthly for almost 2 years, and then things got really crazy in our lives and we kind of had to bow out last fall.
Yeah, I had to take a break.
But they were doing this episode, invited us back as a guest, and I'm going to pop all of their logos up here so you can check out all of their videos and find out what channels did they watch.
Yes, absolutely.
I think this is a great topic, Patty, because I know you and I are always looking for other channels to watch.
Oh, constantly looking for things, yeah.
You may be thinking that all of our channels are going to be related to RVing.
And they're not.
No, actually, we watch very little RV content, unless it's our friends' videos.
Sure.
Today, though, we want to share with you the types of channels we're currently watching. And honestly, our tastes have varied from year to year.
Oh, yeah. What your interests are, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get right into it, Patty. And the first channel I will share is a channel we have been watching nonstop for I think over 7 years.
Yeah.
It's the only channel we have watched consistently for 7 years. And that's a channel called North and South.
Yeah, this channel is unique. It's mom and dad, and they have 11 or 7.
There's 11 of them total, 9 kids.
That's right. And they have, I think, 4 of their own, and they adopted 5 from China. And anyway, so it's just unique to see what they do. They've traveled in an RV. That's when we first started watching them. They went overseas to Europe and lived. They've been moving around in different parts of the country. And it's just, I guess we're just interested in what the kids are doing, because now the kids have grown up. They're not all little anymore.
No.
And some are out of college and jobs. And it's, we're constantly watching that channel.
Absolutely. And it follows Mike and Megan Norp, K-N-O-R-P, I believe. Good play on their name with North and South.
Yeah.
And Patty's right. We first started watching them just as they were sold their house and were moving into an RV. Can't imagine how they lived for a year in a fifth wheel with 11 people.
Yeah, I remember they renovated it, and they had it was almost like when you read a storybook, how little kids are in a drawer. Yeah, because they actually made these little pull-out beds and changed up their bedding area and all the areas that they could use, every little space, because they had to get all of them in one rig.
Yeah, and so Patty's right. It's not really what they're doing that we're watching for. We've just kind of grown to like them as a family, and we want to see them.
Well, they're just interesting in what they do, and she loves thrifting, and we kind of like that. We're getting into that, and it's just unique family situation that we're just, I guess, driven to. So, yeah.
Speaking of thrifting, Patty,
we're
watching a lot of reselling thrifting channels, but let's share one of your favorites.
Of the thrifting channels?
Yeah.
Okay. Bearded Thrift Machine. I like watching that one. That one's fun. It's Julian and Kayla. They live near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they go out thrifting, yard sailing, and Goodwill and all that, and they're just fun to watch. I think they have a good chemistry. It's a husband and wife, their dog Willow, and they're just unique to watch. Plus, we're learning so much. That's why we watch, about what's trendy, what should we be picking up on thrifting, how you do the whole thing, and the shipping, and so they're just a really fun channel to watch.
Yeah, they are, and I think you're right. The key to them, it's that chemistry between them.
They do.
And they turn watching them go to yard sales into a very enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Speaking of unique personalities, you like that segue?
I see that.
So we watch a lot of Disney content.
We do.
And we can't name all the channels here, but the one that Patty and I agreed we should mention is a channel called Paging Mr. Morrow.
Paging Mr. Morrow. What a unique guy.
Yeah, so his name's Nate. He's a single guy, and he may be the happiest man in the world.
He is always so happy. I mean, he could be out, usually he's at Disney somewhere, and it's pouring down ray lightning. He'll find the bright side of it all. Yeah. And he just has this bubbly personality, and he visits the parks, he visits the restaurants, he visits Universal, he goes even to other cities now, like New York City, and I saw he's in Chicago and San Francisco, and he has a pup that's a Dalmatian. what is Gracie.
Yep.
And so yeah, he's just interesting. He's just always so gosh darn happy. If
And
you're in a bad mood, you watch him.
yeah, and he has such a great life story. Like he got
PA,
divorced,
yeah.
and then COVID struck. I think he maybe lost his job.
Yeah.
And he admits he was very much in a depression state, and he was making videos before he got divorced, and he decided making videos made him happy. So he moved back to Orlando. He moved back to Pennsylvania for a short period of time, moved back to Orlando, and decided to go all in on YouTube. And today he is one of, I think, probably one of the more successful Disney YouTubers out there. And honestly, I don't think his success could have happened to a nicer guy.
No, he is so nice. And just to hear him tell his story, you're like, oh my gosh, what he's went through. And then he's just doing such a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, what they've got a drink named after him at one of the restaurants.
Yeah, they named it at Epcot. And he has a tie-in with a shirt company called Roosevelt's,
and all these just great things are. He's just, I guess, it's very good to see how much is happening that's positive for him.
Yeah, and I think in today's age on YouTube, where unfortunately there's a lot of negativity, and there's even YouTubers out there that are negative towards other YouTubers, to see somebody like Nate who finds positive in everything. And he doesn't tear down other YouTube channels. He does just the opposite. He'll team up with them in the parks, and it's just so great to see that positivity on YouTube. So all right, let's move on to another channel.
Yeah.
And that kind of deals with travel, but not RV travel. And that is Yankee in the South.
Yeah, we enjoy this channel. They're from the Smokies, and they're a married couple, Dawn and Will.
Yep.
And they do a lot of their videos about Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and Dollywood and the Smoky Mountains and the area. But then sometimes they venture off, because I know they have family in Michigan, and they've went there, or they've done Route 66, and it's kind of just a laid back, kind of just a mellow, fun kind of channel to watch. You know,
they're just a likable couple. Yeah. Currently, they're on Alaska cruise
adventure. Yeah,
but most of their content is centered around the Smoky Mountains, Pigeon Forge, that area.
I just always think of Dawn. She always goes.
Yeah, I mean they're just, again, a very likable. I think that's the thing about all these channels we watch.
Likable people.
Yeah, and that's kind of what draws us to us. And in fact, I'd be curious to know in the comments section of the channels that you watch, what is it that draws you to that channel? Is it the content, or is it the people?
Yeah, how they just seem like if you met Dawn and Will, that you could just hang out. It doesn't seem like they would be, like I'm a YouTuber. No, they're just regular people. So yeah.
And our final channel, because we could go on and on, but nobody wants to listen to us talk for 30 minutes. And Patty, you want to share that channel?
And this one is going to be, she's from Great Britain. Her name is Hannah Ricketts. And she is a young lady who lives in London. And then she does like videos where she takes you around London. Like the other day it was everything that's free. Like she was taking you to free places, museums. The other day it was parks. Sometimes she goes shopping, and then of course her and her sister and then her nieces, they do like afternoon teas, and it's just I like it because I get to see London. It's not all the tourist stuff either, because she'll show you lots of different things, and it's just a fun kind of laid back, and she's just so gosh darn cute and bubbly that it's just fun to watch.
She's our second favorite British channel, right behind the Brazen Brits.
Yeah.
But no, Hannah is great because, again, we kind of live vicariously through her.
Yeah.
And, she just takes you to all these cool places and stores, places we'll probably never get to go to. And once again, she's just likable.
Yeah. And it's just, sometimes, guys, we're like listening, and the way, even the Brits, the way they say things, we're like, oh, that's interesting how they say this or that. It's like, they probably say the same thing about us.
Right.
But it's just fun to watch. It's just a fun channel, and she's just upbeat and just happy-go-lucky. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So those are some of our favorite channels that we're currently watching. I would love to hear down in the comments a channel that you watch outside the RV niche. But more importantly, what I want you to do is Patty's going to go ahead and pop up a playlist of all of our friends' videos. They're all going to share with you their favorite channels. And I think by the end of this, if you watch them all, we're all going to have some great new channels to watch. Thank you to all of our collaborating channels for inviting us to come along today on this journey. And thank all of you for joining us. And until next time, we'll see you
on down the road.
Bye.